Alright, so if you're wondering why it took 5 days to get this video out, it's because I don't have the whole set of these. Now, I got majority of these, but I'm only missing these two. I'm missing the rare and I'm missing mango, which is very, very frustrating because mango is one of the best ones in the set. And the other ones, well, let's just say they're interesting. So what you get is the Squish Me FNAF packaging. These are new for 2025. In the pack, you get one Squish Me. It says contains one Squish Me figure, which I don't know what's figure about these, but yeah, I don't know. And these are made by our friends Just Toys, who are responsible for those things. So there's gonna be a lot of big foreheads in this video. And if you guys are wondering where I got these at Five Below, but if you can't find them, here's the barcode. So there's that. I don't think anyone really cares about these. Only reason I'm doing a review on these is because they're new and I haven't made a video in a while. So before I get into the review, actually, let's get into why my videos have been lacking. Now, the reason my videos have been lacking is because I've had a lot of tests recently, and I also have a lot of big projects planned. I have a lot of merch reviews coming. Spoiler. But yeah, I have a lot of things planned. I'm gonna be doing reviews on other things like these. I'm only missing Chica. I have to find her. But anyways, so now that that's all cleared up, let's do a review on the Squishmes. Starting off with the worst is Balloon Boy. I can't speak, so yeah. Okay, so the actual feel of Balloon Boy is not the best. Hence why I'm wearing gloves, because these feel really weird, especially him, because he's very hard to squish. Like, he's not the easiest to squish for some reason, and he just doesn't look like Balloon Boy. Look at this paint job. Like, it is awful. Like, I seriously don't know what is going on with some of this paint. There's like just chunks of black paint on his eye and on his nose, and he has a lot of visible seams. I don't know why they can't fix this. Like, this is disgusting looking, and I really hate the blue paint they used. It looks so cheap. It looks like something you would see like on a cheap foam, like cosplay, I guess. Yeah, it does not look good at all. And now really thinking about it, this looks like Mario from Super Mario. So yeah, he just kind of sucks. Yeah, he's bad. Let's get him off the screen. Next up, we have this big ass forehead Toy Bonnie Squishy, which this is a problem with the last wave too, because the last wave they gave Toy Bonnie a big ass forehead, and they're always giving Toy Bonnie the short end of the stick, because his keychain also looked like that. This is Golden Freddy's keychain. I don't know why I'm showing Golden Freddy's, but yeah, this is just, oh man. Okay, so I guess let's get into the details. You can't really even see it because the color is so bright. Okay, there we go. And it is just weird. I don't know why he has weird nightmare teeth at the bottom of his mouth and buck teeth at the top. It's strange. And I also don't like the way they made his ears, because they just don't look right. They feel like they're about to rip off any second just by touching him. He's also very ugly, if you couldn't tell already. He's a little easier to squish than Balloon Boy. I'm having an easier time squishing him. Still kind of hard to squish, but not as bad. And his seam lines seam lines. I cannot speak today. They're not as visible, and they're a little better, but still pretty bad. So there's Toy Bonnie. He sucks. He's not as bad as Balloon Boy, but he is still pretty bad. Now we have Toy Chica, who has nightmare teeth as well, which I guess it kind of works for her more than Toy Bonnie, but I also don't like the shape of her head. It looks weird. It just doesn't really look like Toy Chica. I don't know. It just doesn't look like Toy Chica at all. And her seams are, for some reason, I'm dropping everything. They're way worse than Bonnie's, but that could vary copy to copy. So, yeah, I don't know. And her paint is pretty bad. I don't even think this is paint. I think they just print on colors because, like, they look very, very printed. Like, if we get in a closer look, like, I don't know. And also, I don't know what's going on with her mouth, but she has, like, this weird thing in her mouth and this weird white chunk of paint on her mouth, on her teeth, I mean. It could be from the bib. It probably is from the bib, and I don't know why it's so chipped. But yeah, not much paint on this thing. She's pretty ugly, but she's not as ugly as the other two we took a look at. She's just existing. Okay, take her off my screen. Now we're moving on to Toy Freddy, which he is interesting. He was the first one I got actually because when these first released, I didn't even know that they came out. This was actually gifted to me by my mom. So yeah, I didn't even know these were out. And then I just went and I bought more. But I didn't get the whole set obviously. But back to Freddy. I don't know why he uses these light colors because Toy Freddy just doesn't use colors like this. This is the type of color you would see on Nightmare Freddy merch. So for him to be this dark is it's really weird. And I also don't like the shade of brown they chose because it is just like a very milky brown and it just doesn't work for Toy Freddy. And the quality control on him is awful. His eyebrows have like weird chips in them. There's like a hole by his eyebrow for some reason. And his seam lines are pretty bad. Oh, that does not look good. He has weird nightmare teeth. And for some reason, I didn't point this out when looking at Toy Bonnie. But if I bring Toy Bonnie and Toy Chica back to the screen, you could see that Freddy and Chica have black eyes while Bonnie has white eyes for some reason. So I find that interesting. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, they did. And it is very, very weird. Not much paint on Freddy. He's just kind of there. Like, he's not bad, but he's not, like, amazing. He's just okay. He's just existing. He is very, very easy to squish, which I am very thankful for because this is just very, very amazing. Like, the squish is pretty good. Even though he does stink, all of them have, like, this weird factory smell, which the original ones did have as well because I did own all those for some reason. But yeah. His forehead isn't too big, but his head is massive. But if you look at him from the front, he's fine. If you look at him from far, he's pretty okay. But if you bring him up close and you look at him from the side, yeah, you could just see that he's not looking too well. All right, there's him. Let's move on to number 1. Oh, coming in at number 1, we have the Marionette, and all I have to say is this is amazing. They really did good on this. I mean, you can't really mess up the puppet's design because it's so simple, but their last attempt didn't look good because, like, he had weird stripes going through his body, and it looked like he was wearing, like, a weird jumpsuit. But this one weirdly doesn't have lines at all, which I would have preferred a few lines on his arms, or her arms, my bad. Um, her QC is okay, I guess. I mean, there is some things, like there's this weird white chunk of paint. And she also has this very weird texture, which I think she's dirty, but I haven't really taken her anywhere, which is funny. Um, and her seams are just like, yeah, they're on the arms, but like they're really not anywhere else. Like you can't even really see them, which is good. Um, if you guys are just buying these just to buy them, um, I would say the best in the set to get is probably the Marionette or Freddy, because Freddy's decent. Mangle looks pretty good from the images that I've seen so far. And the Flocked Freddy looks pretty good too. So out of all those, I'd be hunting for those. But if you can't get those, and you just want something to squeeze the life out of, like this abomination right here, then yeah, these are worth it. Keep in mind, these are $5 per pack because these are only showing up at Five Below from what I'm seeing so far. But I imagine they'll be at Box Lunch and Hot Topic, maybe even Spencer's sometime, because yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of mystery boxes for FNAF that go there. So if you're looking for these guys, they are $5 each. You could find them at Five Below. And happy hunting. All right, I'm gonna go air out my room because these smell.